This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis, and we are here today to talk about the League of Legends. It's an ongoing show. We talk a little bit about everyone's favorite MOBA-style battle game. We got some interesting stuff to talk about this week. We have a patch that just dropped very recently. It's kind of small, but it's still interesting. With a Garen thing that I don't really know about. It came out today, and I didn't get a chance to look at it. But
He's not allowed to see until we talk about it, so this is going to be genuine reaction.
So we're just going to see what I actually think. We got some really cool skins on the horizon and some interesting stuff from Gamescom.
PAX.
PAX?
PAX Prime.
PAX Prime. I don't know why.
Primal PAX.
Gamescom was recently.
Yes.
But that's why I got them confused, because I'm an idiot, really.
You don't keep up with the con scene.
The hip stuff that's going on. Yeah. Anyway, first things first, guys. Patch dropped. Like I said, kind of a small patch, but it included a lot of stuff on the PBE that we looked at for a while. First things they did was modify Draven a little bit, made his gold income from his passive a little bit more consistent, and they made the audio effects related to it a lot more fun. Fiora's Blade Waltz is a little bit more intuitive. You can jump to certain targets you couldn't do before just to continue the duration. Galio got a slight buff. Mordekaiser had a quality of life change in terms of Iron Man. Singed, bug fixes, Thresh, slight changes to the way Cleanse interacts with him. Zac got nerfed in that his passive cell division things, the little blobs he leaves behind, are a lot more difficult to pick up. I shouldn't say they're more difficult to pick up. They're just, it's easier to stomp on them and prevent them from doing that.
You can stomp on them and remove them from the Oh, interesting.
That's the big part of it, is like if he's just harassing, you can run over and stomp on one of those little baubles and he can't get the health back.
That's actually kind of cool. It's just like, goodbye, goop.
It's the same way Zyra's little plant seeds work.
Yeah, but the seeds also give vision, so there is a benefit for having players stomp on them.
Indeed. They fixed a couple of items, and they did some more of those map changes, specifically for Dominion and Twisted Tree Lion. For Nidalee, Teemo, Kassadin, Kha'Zix, Lulu, Wukong, and Yorick. You can read a full list of these changes. They're pretty minute, but they're all in the patch notes, guys, so take a look. Other than that, there's some bug fixes and some custom game quality of life fixes, especially involving AFKs. And now they've changed the way IP and XP bonuses work for various custom games. So
it's. I remember when you would get like the free 10 ones. I didn't want to play ARAM or anything like that at the time because it'd be like, well, I'm going to be losing experience because of I might as well play 5s because I'll get the 100%, not like the reduced. So.
Indeed. So they're making it a little bit easier for you to enjoy your custom games and not worry about wasting your time.
All right, this is a biggie. You have no idea what's coming.
It's a Garen thing.
Garen visual update.
Oh, my cosplay is ruined!
Yes, Garen is getting a full-fledged visual update, and honestly, I think he looks fantastic.
Oh, let's look at him here.
Commando, I like the way Commando looks. It's a little bit more defined. He has those shoulder plaids with the phoenix on it, higher detailed sword. The sword changes depending on which versions he is. Which one is that one right there? I don't know. Is that the Sand?
That's Desert Trooper.
Desert Trooper has kind of like a
Arabian.
Yeah. Rugged Garen has more of like a banjo sword. Dread Knight looks fantastic. He has kind of like a cool tabard now with like detail on it.
He had a cool tabard before.
Yeah, but I like the way this one looks with a bit of purple on it. Like the more purple visual.
My cosplay is ruined.
Not really. You'll just be Garen Classic. But all the visual updates look good. He has a lot more visual effects to him. His spin looks really great. His ult is a lot flashier and more devastating when you drop it on someone's face. Did he do that kneel before? If you look at the ult corner right there, did he do that kneel?
He did an overhand swing.
Because now it looks like he's doing what he did in the cinematic. But
are they changing any of his skills?
No, it's all visual update, not a full-fledged. It's just cosmetic. No. I like it. His hair looks kind of weird, but I think I can get over that really fast.
He looks younger.
Not like that?
He's much younger, actually.
Let's look at the splash out here really quick. Sorry, I thought I'd keep his reaction genuine.
Jeez. My cosplay is ruined.
Look at that eagle right there on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can say that they just screwed you over. This is Riot's way of getting back to you.
Literally 6 days before the convention. Wow.
You're going to hear that a lot. Did you hear about the update?
No. That's what I'm going to say. Just no.
Let us know what you guys think about the update. Do you think it was necessary? Do you think that the other champion should have gotten it first? Let us know in the comments down below. I want to see people's opinion because I like it. It's not like it wasn't necessarily needed, but it looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah.
You're kind of depressed, aren't you?
I'm just, wow, it's way different.
Yeah. In other news, Forcast Janna is now available. She is the new legendary skin.
Yeah,
You can.
no.
This is gonna hang you up the whole show, isn't it?
So Janna, yeah, she's got a new trailer for her, and you know she's got a really interesting voice, and she just interacts with people.
Yeah, she does a lot of jokes and stuff like that.
Especially about Garen. Oh man, what are they doing to you, dude?
Go, just let it out. We got to do the rest of the show here.
So anyway, Janna, we've talked about this skin before, and it's definitely interesting looking. Watch the video for sure.
I could see where her voice could get really grating at some point. A lot of high-pitched talking, a lot of really bad jokes, kind of like a weatherman, but
except as a woman instead.
Weather woman. But I like the visuals. A lot of interesting style, different approach to the game.
I would have liked to have seen some Ron Burgundy quotes in there, but maybe I'm getting my hopes up.
Phil Stone was a bad choice.
This lane is so damn fed. Philly Stone was a bad choice.
Oh, man. But
yeah, next up we have a really cool skin on the PBE. Creator Viktor.
It looks like Viktor is the creator of the Battlecasts. And wow, that is pretty impressive. You can see in the splash art not only what awesome design he has, but we also have Cho'Gath, Urgot, Kog'Maw, and I don't know who that is in the back. I wonder if that's a new champion going to be coming.
It's got one eye and two big antennae and some stabby arms. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh no, there's Skarner. There's Skarner right there in the little corner. We've never seen Skarner, but in game his visual effects look awesome. His backing animations, like a bunch of screens and stuff floating around. Like
it's really cool.
Yeah.
I actually like that skin a lot. I might have to pick it up.
I want to, like, kind of looking at these blueprints, you can kind of see like other like animals and stuff, and it's really cool looking. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a 1350 skin. Oh, his R is a robot now.
Yeah, that's like every time we look at the page, there's some new updates to it, so it's pretty interesting. They're also going to be updating the visual update or visual look of minions. I'm not sure what that's going to go with, but hopefully we get some cooler looking minions, a little bit more different.
Yeah, this is probably something to do with the missile interaction update they did in terms of projectiles, and yeah, it's going to look a lot cooler. It's going to be a lot more intuitive, and it's just going to make the game look a lot more fresh.
Definitely. This skin definitely makes the game look a little bit fresh.
And finally, well, not finally, but after that we have the Sivir update. Well, the visual update. We got a lot more news on that.
Yeah, but PAX, they revealed the first look of Sivir, and I like it. Like they said, they wanted to keep the very hard
Amazon feel to her.
And they did a good job. She doesn't have box feet.
It's important. Triangles are dangerous when you're walking around.
Yeah. Accidentally step on a minion, kill it instantly.
I'm so sorry. There was nothing I could do.
I like the fact that she has a really cool scarf to her, a lot of like flowing parts, not just...
Yeah, Sivir is a champion that's very mobile, especially with her ult, so having a lot of stuff that sort of dangles as she runs around is pretty cool.
Yeah, and they kind of talked about, the difference between different stuff at PAX while introducing her, what this means. Since this is just a visual update, we're only going to get, her model updated, no new skin.
I mean, they tweaked her kit a couple of years back, so I mean, she's still pretty solid. Maybe not top tier, but definitely good. But yeah, they talked a lot about what goes into a visual update or a relaunch, and I don't know, it's a really cool or an interesting thing to see. There's a lot more about it at surrenderat20.net, our very old friends. If you guys want to check it out, just take a quick search and you'll find it. Finally, just some kind of boring stuff on the PBE. Not a lot that I would get too excited about, but maybe stuff we'll see in the patch after next. But really, other than that, there were a couple of drawings that we saw at PAX again.
They do a lot of art demos at PAX and stuff. They have like someone set up on a computer drawing stuff. We saw Pizza Delivery Siver as a concept art. They said that it might not be official, and it was kind of something to fiddle around to have on screen. And we also got the first look at what looks like Kog'Maw, the new Kog'Maw skin. Battlecast Kog'Maw, and at first this was just believed to be just a joke and stuff. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like one of those. We'll show you how we make a skin from top to bottom, and that's what they do. They have someone on stage, and they have beginning artwork, and they kind of model her, and then from there just kind of pop, 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 pop. And Kog'Maw was a very detailed one, so people were kind of confused by it. Now with the Viktor skin and the kind of confirmation that yes, Kog'Maw will be a Battlecast, it was kind of interesting to see. A lot of build up to it.
I hope to see more of those Battlecast skins. They're very cool.
I just like the fact that they're actually bringing stuff to conventions. The past few conventions they brought
they haven't been doing much of anything lately.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that stuff's finally coming out and about. But otherwise, that's really it for official news this week, guys. We're going to be moving on to our own section. Our first question this week comes from Mr. 12. He says, are you guys planning to watch the League of Legends World Final on LA Live and the place that it will happen? Well, I watched it last year.
We both did, and I said that this year I'd try my best to actually go down to LA, and unfortunately I'm not able to go because of conflicting conflicts right now.
Conflicting conflicts, those are the most dangerous.
They conflict each other to death.
Ah!
No, I was so diehard to go down there, see if I can get some interviews and stuff, but the person I was going to go with never really got back to me, and my brother isn't able to go, so I'm not going to be able to go. So instead, I'm probably going to have a watching party at my house during the weekend.
Put it up on the big screen, baby.
Big screen, play some card games, watch the stuff that goes out.
Maybe see if we can rent some motorcycles or something.
Motorcycles, hardcore,
and play our card games.
Card games. I didn't get that at first. Card games.
Yeah, I watched it last year. They gave out free skins and stuff.
No, it was the icons.
Oh, the icons rather, and I hope they do it again this year. But just really interesting plays to watch. You could root for people. You sort of learn a lot about the game. So I plan to watch it, and I hope a lot of you guys do as well.
They had a lot of supplemental stuff in between, like Dunk. I don't like Donkey, but they had a special video from Donkey. They had a special video from the guys that do the stick figure wars. They do like a lot of art stuff, a lot of like community stuff, learning about the players, learning about the teams, and then you have the other players doing like side events, stuff like that, where they had the 5v5s, and then you had what was it, Snake Teemo. Was it at the Worlds where someone got a random Teemo and he was just kind of sneaking around, and then they just...
I think it was something like that, yeah.
But it's just stuff like that. They get people all together, like a semi-all-star match, get some people that are there playing. That's pretty fun, so I'll probably be watching that.
Alright, well, that'll be interesting. Jeez. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
Oh, a lot of the LCS stuff, it's hit or miss. But the finals, there's a lot of pressure to it, and it builds up a lot of emotion and feeling when you get that good playoff, or when you kill a ward. Woo, ward killing!
Oh god, that game didn't it last so long. They were cheering that they got wards.
It was a very stalemate game, and every time there was a ward kill, they would just cheer because they wanted something. That sticks around at on LCS matches and stuff. People start cheering at ward kills now. It's really funny.
Our next question is actually an email question. This comes from the Razorman12. He says, hey guys, I've just started watching your show, and you guys are always complaining about the set day and how little you guys get in between patches. And I want to get your opinion on what you would like to see in Season 4, and if you want a new Summoner's Rift. Well, Summoner's Rift is it's a classic design of a map. And so I don't really want to see a new Summoner's Rift. Because really, it's just going to be the same thing. I mean, I really like what they did with Twisted Treeline. It's a new map, it's got unique mechanics, and they're calibrating the characters around it. So I don't want to see a new Summoner's Rift, but I would like to see a new
skin of it.
5v5 or bigger map.
I'd like to see more like a deathmatch arena, because honestly, that always kind of seems fun. That's where people get kind of pushed to the limit. Yeah, you sit there and you're in lane and stuff like that, and you're kind of confronted to this small section. give us some room. Give us some actual, room to play, get some screenshots, because we've always kind of been in hallways. Dominion kind of added to that. We got that center area with the 2 runes, and that gives you more, freeway on what things can do, but give us, an arena with, pillars and changing, movement and stuff like that, and give us a deathmatch or, a capture point system or something like that that will change the way we look at characters and the way they play.
Maybe a map where, health regen is reduced, but healing is the same, and it's just sort of a big sort of battlefieldish map that's very open, and it has a totally different objective and a totally different mindset than what's currently in game. I think that'd be really fun.
I'd also like to see, we talked about it before, better masteries for support and offensive, because
that's something we want to see in Season 4, I think, is in relation to the question, at least.
And maybe give us some more, things to work for. We got some of that stuff already. We've got the masteries, but when you hit 30, there isn't anything to kind of work for unless you're going for champions. Give us higher players some bait in front of us outside of rank, because some of us don't like playing rank constantly and the stress of it. Give us casual people some silly cosmetic stuff to go for. Maybe some special wards or.
I would like to see some new quintessences for Brute.
Yes, new
maybe some
runes.
Quints that increase the effect of, let's say, silences or stuns, or maybe spells that possibly reduce the duration of knockups, or
increase the duration of bleeds or something. Or
yeah, maybe make dots more intense.
Maybe have a rune that is a positive and a negative. That would be fun to see. You get more attack damage,
but you lose attack speed.
You lose attack speed, or you gain more health, but you lose probably 2% movement speed or something.
Actually, another one that I actually didn't think of before, one that'd be really, really good, is they put this sort of in the support tree, but quintessences that reduce item cooldowns.
Ooh, that would be pretty good. Kind of have or maybe an item quintessence thing. If you a small bar of 3 quintessences would for every 10 levels that might interact with items or summoner spells.
Or maybe quints that are a third of each other, and if you have all 3 equipped, it gives you some super effect.
Yeah, and the only way you can get those ones is if they drop, or if they kind of really try to integrate drop systems of some sort into the game, because that encourages players to stay playing, because that's what the huge.
Or maybe for specific characters.
Yeah,
you get a quintessence of Garen, and it increases the move speed boost you get from casting Decisive Strike, or makes your ult do more damage based on their missing health, or makes your spin have more CC reduction.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cool stuff. I think would be fun.
Yeah, a lot of.
I don't know. I just like cool stuff. Is that weird?
I just figure, give us players that have been playing a while something new, something to look for at the end of the game.
Something to do other than
Summoner's Rift, ARAM.
Spend my IP on the next champion, and then go home.
Maybe make a selection of IP skins. Maybe very expensive IP skins that you save up for, and when you get them, it kind of is hey, look at, I can buy these with IP, but I have unlocked them because I've played this champion enough. Unlocks make the games last longer.
Indeed. But that's really it for news this week, guys. We love to answer questions. We try to answer at least 2 every week. If you have a question for us about the show, about League of Legends, about gaming in general, about what we're doing, really anything, please post it in the comment section below. Send it to our email at spazticgaming@gmail.com, or post it on our new Facebook page. I know we've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, but the 3rd year anniversary video is probably coming out this week.
I've been working on it. Taking my time with it, trying to be as good as it can be.
Indeed. We got the contest. It's over, but we're going to be doing the results and sending the prizes out next week. And you've got some cool videos in the works too, don't you?
We have an introduction to Hex coming up in this next episode. Area, time frame, I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's just kind of explaining what Hex is, why we're excited for it, kind of the mechanics and the hook lines. And then from there, we're going to start talking about mechanics as we go on. Right now, we're just kind of going off what they've given us. We actually don't have the beta yet. But once we get the beta, we're going to try to hammer this game out hard. So check it out if you're interested. We've got all the information coming up, link down below.
It'll be wonderful, guys. Really looking forward to it. And I'm just going to go home and play some Rogue Legacy now. This has been Axis.
And I'm Watermental.
God, that game is infuriating. It's infuriating. I love it.